On the news tonight, Governor Saludo reassures the brighter prospects for the Anambra 2023 Anambra State Special Marshal Secretarial Workshop in Tanoka. Federal government threatens international passports to tackle identity thefts. France to withdraw ambassador troops from Niger. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has called for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of Koibo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Details of the news. I am Priska Wanko. Governor Chukwuma Soludo says the policies and plans of his administration are targeted at improving the living standards of the people. Governor Saludo was speaking at St. Patrick's Cathedral, Oka, during the Mass to mark the 63rd independence anniversary of the Nigerian nation. Government House correspondent AGK Abana was there, and this report is taken from here.
The governor assured of sustaining his drive and initiatives towards improving the living standards of the people and said that the present state government will remain committed to providing basic amenities. He cited the recent recruitment of 5,000 teachers on merit, 300 health professionals, free antenatal and delivery services for pregnant women in government hospitals, among others, as examples of such policies geared towards lifting many people out of poverty. The governor, who announced that plans are underway to provide grants to support mission schools, said that for now, the target is to increase the quality of education in public schools, more opportunities for the children of the poor and vulnerable to compete favorably with anyone, anywhere in the world.
Next week or the week after, I have a special package to encourage the nations and some kind of grants to help you whatever to take care of your work. But now we are intentional and deliberately focusing now on government going back to this vital responsibility. And that is there for everybody. With government all over the world have the primary responsibility to provide this basic health and education facilities for its citizens.
In a homily, the officiating priest, Reverend Father Charles Ndubisi, prayed that Nigeria will be healed soon to help Africa attain her rightful place in the Committee of Nations. He urged Christians to continue to pray for the country and her leaders.
The fact that they were prepared and ready to be hired, God took that into consideration and they were rewarded. So all of them were praying the same thing. We need to learn from the laborers patience.
The Deputy Governor, Dr. Onyeka Chukwu Ibezim, Speaker, Anambra State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Somto Chukwu Udeze, Secretary to the State Government, Professor Solo Chukwu Lobelu, Chief of Staff to the Governor, Mr. Ernest Ezajuri, members of Anambra State Executive Council, members of Anambra State House of Assembly, amongst others, attended the Mass.
Governor Chukwuma Soludo has called for more community involvement under the public-community-private partnership arrangements in schools, such as engaging in quality assurance and club of patrons to improve the quality of education across the state. He made the call during an interactive session with head teachers and principals of public schools in the state. Government House correspondent AGK Abana reports that part of the aim of the session, which was held at the International Convention Center in Oka, was to brainstorm and profile solutions to challenges making access to quality education in schools difficult. Details of this report from here.
The governor assured that his administration will come up with an independent monitoring team for schools, as well as provide phone numbers for schools as a feedback mechanism. He expressed optimism that his administration will eventually get to the point where textbooks for children in public schools will be free, stressing that the aim is to make education accessible to individuals by mainstreaming public schools to become smart and model. He said that the primary role of government is to provide qualitative education and regretting that the quality of education in public schools presently appears to be the weakest, assuring that his administration intends to bring back the era of using education as an equalizer and ladder of opportunities. During the event, the governor announced an increase in the monthly running cost of public schools in state from 10,000 to a minimum of 50,000 naira. Governor Soludo also assured that there will be an upgrade in infrastructure in all public schools in the state in coming weeks.
The primary responsibility of government is provide qualitative education. Okay, this is very, very important. We have to get back to the good old days. I'd like to say, get back to public schools and see the children of the rich and the children of the poor sitting in the same class, because the public education offers quality. In coming weeks and months, we'll be taking these schools. Our ultimate game is to turn our public sector schools to be smart schools. Deploy technology, deploy everything, and to get it the best that it can be.
The State Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Chumude, in her remarks said that the governor has the passion to serve and is engendering solutions in all aspects of the state economy.
We are all privileged to work alongside Mr. Governor. He is a revolutionist. He is an earth mover. For every single moment, he is unfolding, he is unrolling new things. How will it be good for my people?
The event was attended by the Deputy Governor, Dr. Onyekachu Ibezim, Secretary to the State Government, Professor Solochu Hulobelo, Chief of Staff to the Governor, Mr. Enes Ezajui, Head of Service, Barrister Theodora Igwebwe, Commissioner for Local Government, Mr. Tony Collins Mwabwanne, Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning, Mrs. Chiamaka Nnake, Anambra State House Committee Chairman on Education, Mr. Anna Ayo Obaleke, and education stakeholders, amongst others.
As part of its commitment to global peace and prosperity, the United Nations Peace and Positive Living Awareness Center, UN PEPLAC, has celebrated the 2023 World Peace Day. Correspondent Onye Agubeze reports.
The event held at the Professor Dora Akunyili Women Development Center, Awka, with theme Action for Peace, Our Ambition for the Global Goals, brought together government officials, civil society organizations, students, religious leaders, and community members who interacted on the connection between peace and the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. Governor Chukwu Masuludo, while unveiling the UN Peace Alive initiative, emphasized the pivotal role peace plays in fostering development and prosperity in the Southeast region. Governor Soludo, who was represented by the member representing Idemili North constituency in the Anambra State House of Assembly, Honorable Kingsley Udemezue, restated his administration's commitment to supporting initiatives that promote peace and contribute to achieving the Sustainable Development Goals.
It will bring transformation, it will bring innovation, because in peace there is prosperity. Without peace there is no prosperity. And if you look at everything I've listened and I've searched the whole world, there are many destructive weapons, but we've never seen a weapon of peace. So at this time, the peace radiates from our hearts. Let's pursue it, let's get it, let's go.
Speaking on the significance of World Peace Day and the importance of collective action, the international coordinator of UN PEPLAC, Bishop Ozioma Ozemena, who noted that the achievements of the SDGs begins with a commitment to peace, emphasized that every member of the global community should unite to address world's most pressing challenges relating to sustainable peace.
2023, and also the unveiling and commissioning of Peace Alive initiative. It's a message of hope, because we discovered that peace
Earlier in his opening remarks, the chairman on the occasion, Dr. Innocent Akuvwe, said peace can only be achieved in the society if there is harmony in families and communities, calling on various communities to elect for themselves leaders that are ready to serve for a better society.
Where there is peace, there is progress, there is creativity, everything goes with peace, so the more peaceful a community we shall have. the better people we shall have, and the progressive nation we shall have.
In his keynote address, the guest speaker, Professor Ifejirika Echezona, said peace implies the absence of strife, restiveness, and conflicts, as well as existence of order, social tranquility, and harmony, among others. He stated that the greatest value of peace in any human society is that it guarantees security, human and economic development of a state in all ramifications, adding that without peace, man's life on earth will be agonizing. World Peace Day, commemorated globally on 21st September, provides opportunity to reflect on the essential role of peace in addressing global challenges. In Awka, I am Onyinye Agubeze reporting for ABS News.
The Special Marshals of the Anambra State Sector Command of the Federal Road Safety Corps have been commended for their unwavering dedication towards reducing road traffic accidents. The Corps Marshal of the FRSA, Mr. Dauda Bayo, gave the commendation during the 2023 Anambra State Special Marshal Secretarial Workshop held in Awka. Emmanuel Chibota completes this story.
The central theme of the workshop was volunteerism in road safety management, limits and possibilities. In his address, Mr. Biu, who was represented by Corps Commandant C.O. Asom, expressed appreciation for the Special Marshal's proactive initiative in organizing the workshop. He highlighted its crucial role in achieving the 2023 FRSC corporate strategic objectives, which include enhancing road safety partnerships for innovative interventions and reduction of 5% in road traffic accidents. Mr. Biu urged the Special Marshals to view themselves not merely as volunteers pursuing personal interest, but as dedicated agents of change committed to enhancing road safety.
The Corps, in its bid to boost its efforts in achieving its statutory mandates, established a volunteer arm of Special Marshals. They are men and women of proven integrity with legitimate and veritable source of livelihood in the society and of interest to serve humanity without any remuneration attached.
Addressing the workshop's theme, the Anambra State Commandant of the FRSC, Mr. Adeoye Irelewuyi, emphasized that volunteerism signifies a profound passion, stressing that many come into the field with different views and perceptions in order to gain, hence should be alive to their responsibility.
Without passion, you cannot be a volunteer. The concept of volunteerism has a very fundamental element in passion. You need to be passionate for saving human life. You need to be ready to be committed, commit your resources, commit your energy, commit your time to save human life.
The state coordinator of the Special Marshal, Mr. Patrick Esumai, highlighted the workshop's objective as to elevate the commitment of Special Marshals to road traffic management in the state. He revealed that the Special Marshals are currently involved in constructing a road traffic accident clinic, a project aimed at alleviating the suffering caused by road crashes.
We like to help the regular marshal in doing order, traffic control, and in fact to help to serve the humanity.
Contributing to the discussion, the Acting Director, News and Current Affairs of the Anambra Broadcasting Service, Mrs. Judy Jeff Mwabweze, Director of Legal Services, Barrister Juliet Amasiato, and the staff, Prince Emeka Kalu, emphasized how joining the Special Marshals allowed them to actively contribute to promoting road safety and restoring order on the roads. They urged their fellow marshals to remain steadfast in their duties to bring about the necessary changes. The workshop also featured award presentation and lectures that focused on effective strategies for minimizing road crashes and ensuring safer roads for all. In Awka, Emmanuel Chibata for ABS News.
Master Samuel Okoye of number 11 Nko, Caleb Street, 33 Onitsha, who was declared missing last week, has been found. According to information received from a concerned citizen, Uchenna Amako, Master Okoye was found at Umunede, Delta State, and has been reunited with his family. According to police reports received last week, the father of the boy reported that his son left their house to an unknown destination on the 17th of September 2023. Since then, ABS has continued to carry the news on its various channels and platforms. Mr. Amako expressed gratitude to the managing director of the ABS, Achido Bidigo, and the entire organization for the assistance rendered to overcome the challenge. Still to come on the news tonight, federal government strengthens international passport to tackle identity theft. France to withdraw ambassador troops from Niger. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of Koibo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. The news returns after now. Stay tuned.
Look at these high-quality Quaker oats. Delicious in taste, good source of fiber and energy. There is no denying. Quaker Oats is an amazing start to your day. Quaker Oats, goodness that lasts.
There are certain moments in the day when I need my me time to just unwind and indulge.
Now available in 30 grams and 450 grams.
Cowbellpedia has been showcasing the smartest kids from around the country.
And now, Cowbellpedia is back. With me, Linda Ejiofor Suleiman, as your new host.
And me, Ebuka Obi Uchendu, as the Quizmaster. With 14 weeks of pure genius, featuring the best of the best 132 students.
Plus, new and exciting subject areas.
For more information, visit cowbellpedia.tv.
Cowbellpedia. So good.
So smart.
There are certain moments in the day when I need my me time to just unwind and indulge.
Now available in 30 grams and 450 grams.
Look at these high-quality Quaker oats. Delicious in taste, good source of fiber and energy. There is no denying. Quaker Oats is an amazing start to your day. Quaker Oats, goodness that lasts.
My son has always dreamt of being in the spotlight. That's why I give him Bornvita for everyday vitality that gives him the strength to pursue his dreams. Bornvita, strength to dream.
Look at these high-quality Quaker oats. Delicious in taste, good source of fiber and energy. There is no denying. Quaker Oats is an amazing start to your day. Quaker Oats, goodness that lasts.
You're welcome back to the news. The federal government has initiated reforms to strengthen the nation's passports against identity theft and promote transparency during its issuance. Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, made the disclosure while hosting the European Union ambassador to Nigeria, Samuela Isopi, in Abuja. He said they've commenced a process to unbottle the bottlenecks in our international passport application and collection process, adding they're also working on ways to reduce identity theft to make sure that the green passport regains its pride and integrity. He urged the bloc to back the federal government's programs in the area of technology deployment to enhance border management, and also hinted at plans to decongest the country's correctional facilities, stating that over 70% of the 79,000 inmates nationwide were awaiting trial. On her part, Isopi pledged EU support through technical management of illegal migration, human trafficking, and smuggling. The Obaru Diocesan Bishop, Right Reverend Prosper Ama, has celebrated his 50th birthday and makes thanksgiving to God for his benevolence upon his life and ministry. The event, which also featured a presentation and launching of a book entitled Living a Victorious Christian Life in a Challenging World, The Biblical Perspective, written by Bishop Ama, was held at St. Luke's Anglican Church, New Haven, Okoko, Obaru local government area. Staff reporter Emengini Osadebe witnessed the event and felt in this report.
The event, which attracted the clergy, College of Bishops, the Archbishop, Ecclesiastical Province of the Niger, Most Reverend Alexander Ibezim, business executives, presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the February 25th presidential election, Mr. Peter Obi, and the traditional ruler of Nnewi, Igwe Kenneth Orizu III, among other dignitaries, commenced with a church service. In his sermon during the service, the retired Bishop of Ihiala Diocese, Right Reverend Raphael Okafo, who spoke on the theme, Spiritual Blindness is an Obstacle to God's Blessings, regretted that most Christians are walking in the dark instead of focusing on Jesus Christ, who is the light. saying that salvation is only through Christ. Congratulating the bishop on his birthday, Right Reverend Okafor described the celebrant as a humble man and a strong evangelist who is determined to bring evangelism to the grassroots.
If one does not have that salvation, being free from sin, and being a candidate of heaven, then that person has lost everything. Because Jesus says, what does it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his own soul?
Chairman on the occasion and Chief Executive Officer, Ruban Stores, Sir Robert Anwatu, described Bishop Ama as a man who has done so much in the Christendom and impacted so many lives.
I wish him well in God's vineyard. He has been doing well and he will continue to do well. That means performance. So now that he's bishop and he's in Obaru, he has been doing more and he will continue to do more.
Bishop of Mbamili Diocese, Right Reverend Obiora Uzochukwu, and the Vicar of St. Stephen's Anglican Church in Lantown, Onitsha, Venerable Izuchukwu Obiekwe, described Bishop Ama as a gift to the church, thanking God for what he is using the bishop to do in Obaru Diocese, and advised the parishioners of the diocese to always pray for and support his ministry. In their separate goodwill messages, the presidential candidate of Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, a business executive, Mr. Humphrey Ngonadi, and Chief Valentine Ozigbo, who noted that Bishop Ama has touched so many lives, prayed God to grant him long life in good health. Others who spoke to the ABS, including the chairman, Birthday Planning Committee, Reverend Ndubuisi Uzo, Secretary, Reverend Canon Ogechukwu Umezinne, and the host priest, Venerable Ken Paul Emuka, eulogized the good work of the bishop and the great turnaround in Obaru Diocese, and prayed God to bless and grant him more fruitful years ahead. Bishop's wife, Dr. Uche, and his son, Master Prosper, thanked God for keeping their father alive to witness his 50th birthday and prayed God for more years in sound health. The celebrant, Right Reverend Ama, thanked all that made the event a huge success, especially the media.
Asim na efe mere tata o tiekwulu ndụ n'ime m amaghị m na ya dota an meche no ife mmechakonya obere ife mana na-emi ọ na-aghọ ife ọzọ na-aghọ ife ọzọ atara m anya na ya dota.
Of the celebration include unveiling the presentation of a book by Archbishop Ecclesiastical Province of the Niger, Most Reverend Ibezim, while dance and cutting of birthday cake by Bishop Ama added glamour to the event.
French President Emmanuel Macron has said that his country will withdraw its ambassador and choose from Niger in the wake of the July coup that overthrew the democratically elected president Mohamed Bazoum. He added the military cooperation was over and the 1,500 French troops stationed in the country would withdraw in the months and weeks to come, with a full pullout by the end of the year. France's exit comes after weeks of pressure from the military and popular demonstrations. Thousands of people have protested in recent weeks in the capital and army, including outside a military base housing French soldiers. Niger's new rulers, who had been demanding France's exit after Macron refused to recognize the July 26 coup, welcomed the French president's announcement. The development comes as France troops have also been asked to leave its former colonies, Mali and Burkina Faso. The regional bloc, the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, imposed sanctions in the wake of the July coup and warned that it could intervene militarily if diplomatic efforts to return Bazoum to power fail as a last resort. But ECOWAS dialed back its rhetoric as regional countries threw their weight behind the new military rulers. The Southeast Zonal representative of Judo Federation of Nigeria, Mr. Darlington Maduba, has presented judo equipment to athletes representing Anambra State at the ongoing 7th edition of the National Youth Games, NYG. The equipment presented to the team on Saturday are 4 sets of judo kits comprising of judo gi and judo footwears. Mr. Maduba also promised a sum of 10,000 naira for each medal won by Team Anambra athletes at the ongoing NYG, advising the athletes to remain focused on the reason for being in Asaba, as well as ensuring that discipline is their watchword. Responding on behalf of the team, the State Director of the Anambra State Sports Development Commission, Madam Faith Okwana, thanked Mr. Maduba for the gift to the athletes and his support to Team Anambra, noting that it will go a long way in encouraging the athletes to put in their best at the Games. Mr. Okwana was represented by one of the team officials, Emeka Nrilike, said the gesture is a first of its kind to the team from many of the different sports zonal reps. Remember, you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page, follow us at Anambra Broadcasting Service, subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television, Oka, follow on Twitter and Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. To end the news this evening, a quick recap of the main points. Governor Saludo has reassured a brighter prospect for the Anambra. 2023 Anambra State Special Marshal Secretarial Workshop presented in Oka. Federal government has strengthened international passport to tackle identity theft. France is to withdraw ambassador troops from Niger. To end the news, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Saludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's it on the evening news at this time on ABS Television. Thanks for watching. I am Priska Wanko. Good evening.